I'm your host, Logan23. You're joining me for Vampire Girl 2, Chapter 15. After a quick stop in the kitchen to grab supplies, you hide with Ace in the bedroom where you once stayed. Far from the warring spirits, and with a few towels and bowls filled with medicinal herbs, you have a moment's peace to care for the wounded prince. With a little effort, you're able to lay him carefully on the lavish bed. I don't know if my supplies will be enough. Riku really tore into him. Using blood from a gash, the falling debris left on your arm, you trace Finn's mark on the floor and wait for the cavalry to arrive. In the meantime, I should stop his fever from worsening, apply healing salve to his burns, apply pressure to his wounds. Press one of the fresh kitchen towels to his bleeding leg, trying to put pressure on the gash. Better than nothing, I guess. If the sudden weight of your hands pains him, Ace gives you no indication. He seems pale and weak, his breathing is shallow. Isn't enough. You look at the wounded prince's pained face and to the scrape on your own arm, still sticky with fresh blood. The fresh blood of a high fae. My blood, it heals vampires. I've done it before, but it would reveal my secret if anyone found out. But if I do nothing, Ace might die, and that's far worse. Give him a taste just to get him stable. What's the harm when he already suspects I'm the Midnight Star? You carefully guide your bleeding arm to his mouth. The gentle prick of his fangs is almost unnoticeable among your other aches and pains. That's it. Everything's gonna be okay. Though he doesn't quite awaken, he manages to drink some of your blood by reflex. Once you carefully remove your arm, he settles back against the pillows, much more peacefully. Hopefully that's enough to keep him going until more help can arrive. Mere moments pass before Finn arrives, rushing through the bedroom door. He seems a little singed around the edges, but no worse for the wear. I felt the mark calling me. Are you alright? Yeah, I'm fine, but Ace is doing terribly. I gave him some blood. Finn sighs and shakes his head. Should not have. He'll know what you are now. He already suspects, but I think we can trust him. He won't say anything. What happened back there? After the room collapsed, the phoenix blew behind the castle. The next time I saw it, the thing was falling through the sky. You try not to breathe, an obvious sigh of relief that Yami stayed invisible to the princes. I hope he's okay. I know Yami can't die while I'm alive, but he still can be hurt. Then what happened? Finn shakes his head and gives a little shrug, seeming just as unsure as you. It steadied and then flew away. One of its legs looked twisted. You feel the tension ebbing from your shoulders as you realize Yami must have scared Rico off. Your relief is short-lived, however, as you look back to Aisha's harsh wounds, excuse me. I'll take a minute to calm my nerves. Okay, let's take a second and try to focus. I'm feeling pretty overwhelmed. I just need a minute to... Ari. With that, the Prince of War seems to stop time. In the midst of the chaos, it's only you and him. He draws you into a tight embrace, wrapping you safely in his arms for a long, comforting moment. You inhale his fresh, woodsy scent, and you feel like you're back in the quiet forests of Stonehill. Your muscles relax. You expect him to say something to reassure you, but simply holds you. Is he trying to comfort me, or is he just as overwhelmed as I am? Moments later, Siri scurries into the room. She's hauling with her leather-filled bag with medicinal supplies. She's moving quickly. You have about 1 minute before the princesses run in. Keep them back while I work. Wait, what? Just as she's warned, the door is thrown open and the rest of the demon princesses barge into your room. They're already arguing amongst themselves about the phoenix and what to do about the slaves. It's getting chaotic. I'll yell at them. They need to have some respect. Will everyone shut up? Princesses fall silent, dumbstruck as they stare at you. Nicely done. You fight a smile as Finn pats your shoulder, keeping a harsh glare directed at his brothers. You all need to stop squabbling and focus. Be quiet so Siri can help Ace. Princesses seem ready to protest, but then their eyes go to the keeper and the wounded brother. Levy looks particularly grief-stricken and approaches with a slow caution. Can I touch him? Siri nods, and he lays a hand on his brother's brow, smoothing back his matted hair. How is he? Not good. He is alive, but his wounds are severe, even for your kind. Ari got him this far. Now I need him to get to the infirmary. The Levy's eyes go to you, and his expression is unreadable. Then he leans down and whispers in Ace's ear so softly you cannot hear the words, and kisses his forehead. We must not let this go unpunished. But all the princes need time to recover. This castle's in ruins, and one of you almost died. You should wait. Nam shakes his head, wiping grit and dust from his arm. We can't wait. They could strike again at any time. They have shown us again and again what they are capable of. It is time to end this. Asher hastily cuts in, looking nervously between the other princes. The plan to free the slaves is still a fine one. No. Yeah, there goes Finn. Turn to Finn to try and reason with him, but a dangerous rage burns in his eyes. This time for peace is past. We go to war. It just aches with hurt and disappointment. Letting a sin wrath get in the way. I know that he's thinking straight. He's not thinking straight. He's just so upset. Or maybe he's just so hurt that he can't see another path. You look back at Ace and you understand. The Prince of War will fight and die for those he loves, and the Druids almost took his brother. How can we move past this to make peace? Finn, take Ari to Stonehill. I'll go with Sari to the infirmary and keep you all updated. Ari, you remember what my demon mark looks like, right? I want you to draw it in blood, should you need me. Asher's demon word? I won't need it. You shake your head. I'll be fine, Asher. Finn will look after me. Right, well, I'm off. You barely register his words as everyone around you begins to move like clockwork, doing all that needs to be done. Siri and Asher leave with Ace, and the other brothers trickle out of the room, speaking to each other of the armies he'll summon. Finn guides you towards the door with an arm around your shoulders, his voice once again soft. It's time to go home, Ari. You've done a fine job repairing the place. True to his word, he takes you back to the familiar countryside of his realm. Baron walks by your side as you near Stonehill, sniffing the ground as he searches for Yami. I miss him too, Baron. Being this far from him is tearing me apart. You try not to think of what will happen if Yami tries to search for you at High Castle or waits at the Crystal Palace. Finn glances at you now and then as you walk, but doesn't say anything until you reach your chambers within the castle. Once there, he closes the door with a heavy sigh and kisses your brow. I cannot stay long. I must return and ready my troops for war. When do you leave? Tomorrow, at daybreak. Be careful. The Druids have proven they're capable of so much destruction. You could be killed. Finn sighs, taking your hand in his for a moment to give it a reassuring squeeze. I know, but they must pay for what they've done. Ace could die, Ari. They could not stop until we are destroyed. Don't you see that? Shake your head, wishing you could explain everything to him. It isn't that simple. They killed Dyson. Why do you care so much about peace? Because it's a better alternative than war. Don't understand. I know you share their blood, but what does that mean? They kidnapped you, killed your loved ones. They are not your people. Open your mouth to tell him that not all the Fae are as he imagines. There's goodness in them, and love and kindness. You want to tell him how they're hurting and scared, and that their world was almost destroyed. You want to tell him that Yami carried the flame of the hope for the Fae, and how they believe in a peaceful world. They're angry, and they want their people freed, but not all druids want war. One druid in particular. If you try to explain, agony grips you. Ah! Finn frowns as you stagger, your knees weak as the pain begins to tear through your chest and throat. What is it, Ari? Try to cheat the contract. What can I tell him that doesn't violate the agreement? After a few long moments of careful thought, you begin to form a careful sentence. Asher had a friend. Before you can explain anything more, you feel the tight pain of the contract's power. Oh. Trying to force out even another word sends a wave of agony through your chest and throat. Ben stares at you in horror as you nearly collapse from the pain of it all. Who? Who made you sign another contract? Whoever did this to you, I will kill him where he stands. You know you can't give him the answer he needs. It was... To explain that Lucian masterminded all this, and it's happening, it goes against the very core of your agreement. The answer comes to you suddenly. It's so simple that you're afraid it couldn't possibly work. You may have signed away the right to explain all that's happened, but someone else hasn't. Talk to Asher. Rage burns in Finn's eyes as you name his brother, and you wince. Maybe I should have tried to clarify. Before you think of some way to assure him that Asher is innocent of hurting you, Finn is gone. He's gonna kill Asher. What have I done? I don't think he's gonna kill him, but... Oh, so without further ado, thank you all for watching. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Down in the description below, links to social media, Discord, and a few links to support me and my content. And sorry about being a little behind. Basically because the whole flu thing really sucked. So, yeah. But hopefully we can get everything done this weekend. So, catch you then. Peace.